Hi everyone, so this video is going to be a beginning of a series of videos that I've kind of thought of that will be all about DIY, so do it yourself beauty related things, whether it be do it yourself, get perfect fake tan, blah blah blah, all that kind of thing. I think that's really useful because a lot of the times you kind of find where I've done searches for things to see what's out there to get ideas for videos and there isn't anything. So for example, today I did a search for Brazilian wax because I had just popped out to get stuff to wax myself kind of thing, and I noticed that there wasn't really any good videos. There was the only kind of those sort of silly sponsored videos, the ones where it's like they talk for about 10 minutes and just have funny music and that kind of thing. So there was a few of those, but nothing that actually explained in depth how to do it. So that's why I decided that's what my first video is going to be. So for those of you who don't know what Brazilian waxing is, Brazilian wax is a method of hair removal, obviously using wax, in which you remove all your pubic hair. So completely everything. You remove the front triangle, in between the lips, and underneath kind of thing. So it's basically kind of just cleaning you completely. You can be left with a thin line or a little triangle if you like, but the essential Brazilian wax is removing everything. So you've got nothing down there, no hair at all, anywhere. In all the nooks and crannies as well, just no hair, completely hair free. And there's kind of, there's a lot of controversy whether it's good for you or not. I personally don't think it actually is. That hair is there for a reason. It's a barrier and with friction and that kind of thing. But it does make you feel a lot more confident if you're in a bikini, and it does make you feel a lot more confident in your sex life as well. So that's why I do it. Now, the things you're going to need are wax. Now, let's talk about what wax you can choose. I don't like using hot wax. I don't like it. I've found something that I think works a lot better for me. And I just think that's so much better. But the few things you will need are baby powder. So this is just the Johnson's baby powder. A body brush, and I'm going to explain in a minute why you're going to need one of these. But a body brush, this is just the Boots Botanics one. And obviously your wax. I've got two choices of wax here. Both by Veet, and I've got the long easy grip ready to use wax strips which look like this, and the sensitive skin ready to use wax strips for bikini and underarms which looks like this. Now the difference between these are obviously a full strip, so much bigger, and the little box are meant for your bikini area. And this was a kit that I bought actually from Boots. If they've still got them in there, definitely go and get one because it was £15 and it's the Veet smooth holiday kit for legs, bikini and underarms. And it came in that with a free sarong, which is a bit random, and a hair minimising moisturiser, which is quite cool, I think, and the two waxes. Now, first things first, you want to make sure your skin is clean. So either after you've had a shower, although I don't think that's the best way of doing it, but wash the area. So if you've woken up in the morning, do it in the morning. Like that's the perfect time to do it, I think, just because the skin's clean from kind of the night. But just wash the area, use a hot, not boiling hot obviously, but a hot flannel or something on the whole area. It kind of opens up the pores, eases the pain a little bit, but it is painful. There's no getting around it. It hurts like hell. But once you see the kind of result, hopefully you'll feel like it's worth it. But so you kind of wash the area. Don't use a very moisturising oily body wash. Use something just like normal shower gel or something quite kind of cleansing. So you've got no oily residue left on the skin because that can interfere with the wax attaching itself. Then what you need to do is you need to let the area completely dry. Now, as to length, if you're doing it yourself, if you've got full-on, proper, long loveliness going on down there, then definitely trim it. So it's kind of, personally, I think the best thing to do, and this is the best as well because it helps grab the hair, because the hair will be a little bit coarser, is shave all the top part, shave everything that you can, or trim it. If you've got an epilator, you can have the little trimming head, use that. But if you shave it all and then wait for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks, depending how fast your hair grows, it's just the perfect length. Because if it's too long, it can be a little bit difficult and it hurts more when it doesn't pull it out properly. So it needs to be just the right length. So kind of between kind of like an eyebrow hair is long enough. But if it's longer than that, it's a bit hard to pull it out. And obviously, it can work with shorter hairs as well. I mean, it says on these that they work with, where does it say it? Grabs hair as short as 2 millimeters. So, yeah, these are really, really great. I've used these for ages now and absolutely love them. They have even replaced my epilator. So, yeah, make sure you have got the area kind of dry and clean. And then what I like to do is, once it's completely dry, apply some talc powder. Now you're probably wondering what you need this for, but talcum powder works as a kind of, it soaks up the moisture and the oil that might be left on your skin, and it helps kind of for the wax not to grip and hurt your skin sometimes when you get left a lot of wax on the skin, so you don't want to do that. And the body brush, which you'll probably think I'm nuts because you've never had a bikini wax involving one of these before, to just gently push the hairs up. That way it grabs them more. That's the only reason. So just gently push the hairs up and it grabs them more, I promise. Next is how you want to sit. I personally think that you should lie on the bed, but not like lying down. So you could lie, you could sit on the sofa, it depends what you want to do. But kind of sit that up, so you're kind of like that, so you can see what you're doing. If you've got a mirror and you can pop a mirror in between your legs, then that's even better because then you can really see what you're doing. Spread your legs as wide apart as you can, but that's comfortable. And with one hand, you need to kind of pull the skin taut, the other one apply the wax. So for smaller areas, these little babies are the best because they're really kind of little and you can just really grab them easily. So for kind of the sides, these are great, and for underneath, these are great. Always pull and place the wax strip in according to where your hair grows. Most women, it grows kind of in a triangle shape. So it kind of, obviously the hair grows downwards, so you need to pull upwards, but do it in a triangle shape. Don't like try and pop the wax strip kind of like that and then pull it, because your hair doesn't grow that way. Do it in the direction of the hair, so you're pulling it outwards. So how you use these is you just kind of separate the little bits here. You see it kind of creates a little pocket. You just pop it with your finger. You don't always need to do this, it's just if it happens. And then you've got kind of two separate ones. You place them in the palm of your hand and you heat them up like this. Now you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. This just heats the wax up and makes it work a lot better and attach itself to your skin. Sometimes they can be a pain and move all over the place, so what I do is I put it here and rub it up and down because it still warms it up that way. And then you pull them, like spread them apart, and grab the skin on the area that you're doing. Personally, I think it's always best to start on the sides. So pull the sides of your skin so it's quite taut, place it and just pull. And you have to pull really quick and really hard. It's the best method of doing it, and it's the most pain-free method of doing it as well. If you kind of pull it a little bit gently, it doesn't get it, and then it pinches the skin, and it's just a really, really bad idea. Don't do it that way. You have to pull hard and fast, and I know it's a little bit hard to do it to yourself the first couple of times, but you will get used to it, I promise. I used to shudder at the thought of being able to do it, and now I'm really brave and I can do it all, and it's absolutely fine for me now. But yeah, once you've kind of done the sides, then you go down the middle part. If you want to leave a landing strip, as they call it, you can. If you don't, then you have to kind of place the strip that way and pull upwards, because that obviously doesn't grow like the sides do. When it comes to doing next to the lips, the best method is to really spread your legs wide and keep it taut, but not from your leg area, from where your bits actually are. So just kind of spread that sideways and place it and pull. And if you're doing underneath, so the best way is, again, spread your legs, and that hair normally kind of grows outwards. So it's best to kind of place it here and then pull in the opposite direction, because that way it pulls them the best. But basically, not everyone's hair grows in the same direction. So if your hair grows that way, you place the wax and you pull downwards. If your hair is growing that way, you place the wax and you pull upwards. Just do it in the opposite direction of your hair, that way it grabs it the best. Once you've done it all, sometimes I like to not do it completely perfectly clean the first go. I like to kind of get the majority of it, and then the next day go back in and just clean up and make it perfect, because sometimes it can be a little bit much for your skin if your skin's really sensitive. So you can do it like that, but if you want to do it all, then go ahead and do it. To remove the wax, you do get these little little towel-y things, like baby wipes that have got kind of oil on them, and they remove the wax. But if you've run out of those, then baby oil removes the wax really well. Just let it sit for a little bit and then kind of scrub it off in the shower. Don't use a really harsh scrub. Use just like a gentle sponge to try and get it off. But normally with those little ones and with a bit of baby oil, it comes off just fine. And the next step is, when you get out, let your skin dry a little bit and apply a moisturiser. And in that Veet kit that I just showed you, the Simply Smooth Holiday Kit, you get their hair minimising body moisturiser, which slows down hair growth to prolong silky smooth skin. So it claims. I haven't used this yet, but I've used a similar one and it did really work. So I'm going to definitely be using this on my bikini area, and we'll see if it lets the hair kind of grow in a slower pace. It says it's a minimising moisturiser that has been designed to noticeably slow down hair growth, prolonging silky smooth feeling that you have, blah blah blah. Consumers agree 82% of women have experienced longer lasting smoothness, tested with 300 women over 4 weeks. So that's great. If that works, I will be a very happy girl, and I will be definitely buying that again. But yeah, so I think I've covered everything there. Yeah, like I said, it hurts. If you want to, you can have like a painkiller. I'm not condoning, taking medication, but a painkiller beforehand does help a little bit. And if you're feeling sore, then put a little bit of an ice pack or something on the area to just smooth it down. And if you've pulled it and it really hurts, just pop your hand on it like that. Press down for a minute, because it's all the blood coming to the surface. And another thing, if you see little specks of blood, don't worry, that's fine. That actually means you're pulling the hairs out from a deeper level, and it's actually good, which means it'll last you longer. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any other ideas for DIY videos, pop them in the comments below and I will do them definitely. I'm really enjoying these kinds of videos at the moment. And I hope I have answered the YouTube request for how to do your own Brazilian waxing and covered it all. I'm obviously not going to show you how I do it, because that would be a bit creepy, but yeah, hope you enjoyed this, found it useful, and I will see you all very